Such an amazing darshan. This so sweet, serene, divine darshan. All of us were showered with, where Swamiji liberated us all from all the karmas, the karmic patterns, giving us all such powerful karmic breakthroughs. Wow, wow, what a blessing, what a blessing. This is just so sweet, so beautiful. Ma Ayana has posted, be a cause because being a cause is your cause. Be a cause because being a cause is your being's cause. That's what Swamiji said. No? Such a powerful darshan we all just experienced. And all of us are showered with this unique, powerful boon where you are now infused with the power of living, which is causing, enriching, and causing others reality. From this moment onwards, you will precisely know how to help anyone in your life, how to give breakthrough to anyone in your life, and how to cause another person's reality. You are going to experience that shift. Right now, you're going to see how this transformation, this shift is going to be happening for you. And all of us are going to be experiencing this right now. Swamiji initiated us all to experience enriching, right? Anyone that comes to your breathing space, enrich them. Anybody that comes to your breathing space, reach out to them, enrich them. Literally, right now, all of you can experience this in you. I'm going to request all the participants to connect to anyone, your friends, your family members, any near and dear ones, and go with the intention to give the best of you to them. Go with the intention to share your best to them and decide whatever they want. You don't go with expectation. Don't say, the moment I call, they should say, I am just waiting for your call and everything should happen. No, don't have any such expectation. You just go with the intention to give the best of you to them. Whatever is the best that you can do to them in this moment. And listen very carefully. First thing you're going to do is, you're going to ask your partner to visualize one reality. They're not going to talk to you at all. Today, we've all done this power of communicating without non-verbal communication, right? Telepathy. Now you're going to do the actual thing of causing others reality through powers. Listen very carefully. You're going to connect to your partner, any friend, partner, anyone, and you're going to now scan and identify what is that one reality that they want to manifest. It could be anything, right? You're going to scan and identify. You're not going to ask them to tell you. No, they're not going to tell you what reality they want to manifest. You're going to scan them, identify one reality that they want to manifest, and you're going to share with them, scan through the third eye, share with them, and verify what is that reality that they want to manifest. Ask them, tell this what I'm seeing through the third eye. Is this a reality that you want to manifest? And once they tell that, describe to them the way, what is the blind spot they're stuck in and how they can manifest it.
Ananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Now, listen very carefully. Connect to any one of your family members. It can be your friend, it could be your colleague, it could be your cousin, it could be your mother, father, anyone. Connect to them. Listen carefully. You're not going to ask them what they want to manifest. First, explain to them. Explain to them that you are attending a program called Paramashivoham. Introduce what this program has been for you. Share your experience with them. And tell them, today you learned about enriching. Introduce it. And especially when it comes to your family members, it's very easy. See, do not, once again, your only intention is to enrich and cause their reality. Any reality that they have, you are going to take responsibility to make it happen for them. So, reach out to them and tell them that you're attending such and such a program. Ask them to think. Ask them, is it okay if you scan? You want to manifest this power with them? Once they say okay, ask them to think of one reality. Let's say your cousin wants to buy a car. That is his dream. So you're going to ask your cousin to visualize whatever reality. And that person will not communicate to you. They'll not tell you what reality they want to manifest. You're going to scan and identify what is the reality that they want to manifest. You'll actually be able to see it. Once you see it, you're going to share with them. You're going to say, okay, when I scan you, Swamiji is showing to me in my third eye that you want to buy a car. Your cousin will say yes or no. Then you're going to identify what is that exact blind spot or what is the exact obstacle in manifesting that reality. Maybe he doesn't have money. Maybe he's in some debt. Maybe he has some loan that he has to attend. Or maybe he has the money, but he's not having the model that he wants to. Whatever is his obstacle, you'll be able to scan through the third eye and identify. After that, connect to Swamiji and chant the Mahavakya. You are going to verify with your partner whether that is the obstacle or not. And open the living enlightenment book. You will get the solution. Share that solution with them. Or you can even ask, make them share with them, ask Nityananda, the Nityananda AI, and you can get the solution and share it with them. Understand, it might be a small action, just one call, but this one step of causing others reality will change your inner space so powerfully. I request every one of you to sincerely please call. Just now, you're all initiated into enriching. All of you are blessed to manifest this power of causing others reality. Sit and intensely connect to your partner and cause their reality.
Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham Om Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham
How many of you have started making the calls? I request you all to please share. I request each of you to please post it in the chat. How many of you have started making the calls? Sincerely sit and call. Do not see, many times you may have resistance. Oh, should I make the call now? Maybe tomorrow morning. No. Right after the initiation, start making the calls. See, your decision to enrich, start it now. You can continue it later, but start now. At least you make the call. Even if the other person doesn't pick up, it is okay. But from your side, you take the step to reach out. Simple ways you can enrich. See, it doesn't even require you to share, give the bigger signs of completion, everything. No, simple thing. Maybe if that person is struggling with some health issues, share the Nityananda AI with them. Ask them to ask about yoga, detox methods. Simple thing. If someone is struggling to wake up in the morning, you tell them that I commit to you every day. I'll call, make sure I'll give you a missed call and check with you if you have done yoga or not. I'll support you from my side for you to manifest something. Take an action. Take a step to make it happen. See, this is how it starts. When you consciously decide, when you declare, you will be able to start creating the other person's reality. You will simply see how the breakthrough happens inside you. I request every one of you to sincerely do it. And please, even if it is nighttime for you, make sure that you are giving a call. If it is too late for you, at least make sure as soon as it's the right time, it's in the morning, please give a call. But take responsibility and ensure that you're reaching out. I request every one of you to post in the chat. Very nice to see some of you making calls. I request all of you to post in the chat how many of you have started reaching out. And now we're all going to be entering into the next session for the day, where we will be understanding about Thyaga. What is Thyaga? Today, Swamiji is revealing to us. Swamiji said one of the ultimate forms of selfless love is Thyaga. We will now understanding what is Thyaga. How does Thyaga manifest in us? How do we actually experience the Thyaga and express it? Let us now listen to Swamiji's revelations on Thyaga.
Today, in Bhagavad Gita, 5th chapter, Sannyasa Yoga, 21st verse. Bahya sparsheshu asaktatma vendatyatmani yat sukham sabrahma yoga yuktatma sukhamakshayam. One who is not attached to the outer world, one who remains without resistance, when he comes into contact with anything external and discovers the ease with his self, being wholly intent on his connection with the Supreme, enjoys inexhaustible comfort. One who remains without resistance, when he comes into contact with anything external and discovers the ease with his self, being wholly intent on his connection with the Supreme, enjoys inexhaustible comfort. Bhagavan is giving a powerful method to liberate yourself from the patterns on depending external things. Sukham akshayam ashnute, inexhaustible comfort. One who remains without resistance, when he comes into contact with anything external and discovers the ease with his self, being wholly intent on his connection with the Supreme, enjoys inexhaustible comfort. Anything external. Beautiful word Bhagavan is using. Bahya sparsheshu asaktatma. See, when anything external comes in contact with you, or you coming in contact with anything external, if it does not shake you, you are established in the experience of the self. You achieve inexhaustible comfort. I tell you, anything you can give up to achieve this experience. Because just the glimpse of the experience will solve the doubts. I tell you one thing. I am not giving you any high philosophy or teaching or preaching. I am just trying to expand your logic to a larger perspective. I am just giving you the big picture. I tell you, the darshan or the presence of the self is worthy of going through and giving up any number of bodies to establish yourself in this experience. Say, Bhagavan says, remain without resistance, establish in the self. Even any external things comes in contact with yourself. You all can do this. When you try, you have some practical problems. I am trying, but if I go in the same line, I may lose my body. I may give up my whole life. I may lose this joy. I may lose that joy. I tell you, everything you think is worthy of losing. For this experience of the Supreme Self,
once I asked Kuppammal in my house, it's a Shaivite family, very traditional Orthodox Shaivite family. They have that Kedara Kauri Vratam done during the Deepavali time. It's like my whole family will gather and they will make so many that Deepavali sweets and other items. But you know, funny thing, none of the women will eat. Some of my grandmothers, they will even tie the cloth around their nose that they should not smell the sweets and savories they are making. I used to wonder, and then they will do vratam. My mother will do. I have seen this Ketara Gauri vratam from morning till night. Not only she will not drink water, whole day. It's almost like other than the air, nothing can go inside her. Other than breathing, nothing can be done. Very strict dry fasting. And of course, not only my mother, all other women in the household, grandmother, everyone will do the father's brother's wife and father's sister. It's like the whole family will do this vratam. It is done to Kedarnatha, Paramashiva, who resides in Kailasa, who comes down to marry Parashak Parvati, and the Kedarnatha. Even now there is a beautiful temple in Kedar. That main deity is called Kedarnath. Kedar is a highest Himalayan shrine where we go by walk and have his darshan, where Shankara, Adi Shankara, is supposed to have left the body, and even Jnana Sambandar sang about Kedarnath. I personally feel Jnana Sambandar even visited Kedarnath physically and then sang about Kedarnath. And anyhow, that vrata they will do, they will cook so much fast. They will not only they will not eat, they will not even smell, offer it to Paramashiva, and they will read that story, Kedara Gaura Vratam, Kedara Gauri Vratam story they will read, and then they will worship Kedarnath and Devi, Gauri Parashakti. And then all that they offered, they cooked, they will distribute it to all the friends, family, everyone. Of course, none of my family people know the reason. They know that it's a tradition we follow. I went to Kuppammal, my guru, Vibhudanandapuri. I asked her, can you tell me the reason? She smiled and said, that is the symbol of Thyaga. You cook, but you don't even allow that smell to create desire in your body. You do nirahara, not even nirahara. It's just complete liquid, not even liquid allowed, dry fasting, full dry fasting. And then you cannot even engage a thought, oh, let the puja be over. After offering to deity, I will eat. No. After it is offered, it has to be distributed to friends and family. You cannot eat. It has to be given to other extended family. The family which cooks, they cannot eat. It has to be given to the extended family and friends. One nice thing in திருவண்ணாமலை that even the Muslims, Christians, all of them are very thick friends, and Muslims also will accept temple prasadam. That's so nice. Anyhow, let me come back to the story. I asked Vibhudananda Puri, tell me, what's the reason? She said, that is to train the system for Thyaga. You cook, you make everything. Not only you are doing dry fasting, you don't even allow the smell of that to enter into your system and create desire. And you can't even plan mentally, I will eat this after the puja, after the worship is done, after it is offered to deity, I will eat. No. I tell you, this Thyaga awakens your Kundalini. Even if you need to go through abuses, negativity, attacks, persecution, digest everything, go on giving best things to the world. Be Thyaga Raja. Go on sacrificing. Yes, society will rate you, society will hate you, society will judge you, society will beat you. After all this, how you swallow everything, and then what you contribute to the world is real you. That is what is the real you. Society will give what it has, but after digesting everything, you give what you need to contribute to the world. That is Thyagaraj. See these Tarugavana rishis. They have sent all demons on Paramashiva, all weapons on Paramashiva. He stopped all of it. He made all of them as his abharanas and his ayudas. After digesting everything, he gave Paramashiva Jnana to those rishis. Understand? That is Thyaga Raja. After all that abuse, attack, everything, he gave Paramashiva Jnana to Tarugavana rishis. He just swallowed all the attacks and gave Paramashiva Jnana to Tarugavana rishis and to the whole world. Understand? Thyaga is the biggest power you can manifest, which will burn away all the powerlessness, and all the powerlessness you made it sacred by justifying to yourself and justifying to others. First thing, listen. Do not justify your powerlessness, failures, arrogance, inability, or any other negativity you have, do not justify. That's the first statement. Next, do not justify to yourself and do not justify to others. That's the next statement. Third, Thyaga makes all your powerlessness irrelevant. Even if you have made some of your powerlessness sacred by justifying it to yourself and justifying it to others, Thyaga makes your powerlessness irrelevant. Paramashiva is Thyaga Raja. Thyaga Raja. Let me define the Thyaga. Whatever is thrown at you, you don't care about any of it and swallow everything, digest everything, burn everything away, and you go on giving the best, highest positive possibilities and powers to the world. All the powerlessness, negativity, abusal, attack, everything thrown at you, you just swallow them, burn them away, destroy them. But you go on giving absolute positive possibilities and powers to the whole world. That is called Thyaga. Paramashiva is Thyaga Raja. I want all my sannyasis and Kailasavasis to become Thyaga Rajas and Thyaga Ranis. Of course, if Paramashiva is Thyaga Raja, Parashakti is Thyaga Rani. Understand? The power of Tyagaraja Swami. I tell you, learn Thyaga in every step. That's the highest power manifestation you can do. The patterns which becomes juicy and inspires you to justify their existence. For example, morning you don't get up in Brahma Muhurta and do yoga. After some time, you start justifying that pattern. Oh, I think that morning sleep I can't give up. That's too important part of my life. See, from the young age I grew up like that. because my stepmother used to torture me in the daytime. Only that morning I can escape from her. So morning sleep is important for me. That's it. The moment you justified and gave reason over, that powerlessness becomes empowered powerlessness. Empowered powerlessness is the powerlessness square. And when you justify this to others, it becomes arrogance. Empowered powerlessness cube, arrogance. When that stupidity is added to it, then it becomes destruction. How the self-doubt becomes self-hatred, self-denial, and self-destruction. End. SDHDD, not just SDHD, SDHD square. SDHDD. Self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial becomes self-destruction. The existential truth is your bunch of pattern. If you remember that, raising yourself to vibrate with the universal truth will be too easy. Deciding to raise yourself to vibrate with the universal truth is tapas. And if you understand and remember continuously your bunch of pattern, tapas will be too easy. Because you know, you don't need to change, your patterns only need to be changed. But if you start cognizing you are your pattern, then you feel the pain. Oh, I have to change. I am being asked to change. I am not accepted as I am. Fool. Even you should not accept you as you are. You are a mess. If you think you are patterns, but actually you are not a mess. If you understand the patterns are separate from you, you are just bunch of patterns. Those patterns can be easily changed. Unclutching from patterns and understanding patterns are yours but not you. Patterns are yours but not you. Liberates you. Liberates you. Patterns are yours but not you. Whenever you take the responsibility with the cognition of Thyaga, intense power manifests in you. Because Thyaga, by its very nature, manifests Paramashiva in you. Thyaga is preparation of your being for Paramashiva's being to manifest in you. Thyaga prepares your being for Paramashiva's being to manifest in you. Understand? Preparing your being to manifest your being. Listen, preparing your being to manifest your ultimate being, Paramashiva.
Thyaga is the absolute perfect strategy. Actually, if you start practicing Thyaga, you will understand it is absolute perfect strategy. This whole Pachapattini Vratam we are doing, along with Parashakti, Mahamayi, is preparing our beings for Paramashiva to land and manifest. I am absolutely enjoying this Pachapattini Vratam. Absolutely enjoying the Pachapattini Vratam. Listen. Healing your consciousness from this delusion of society. Whatever human society has taught you, those delusions, healing your consciousness from the delusions is liberation. The fundamental principles you learnt about you are absolute delusion. See, the idea you carry about your pleasure, you are good, you are bad, all you learn from society based on delusory ideas. Everything is delusion. Understand the conscious principle of you is more prominent than earth, air, water, fire, space components and elements in you. But the whole idea society teaches you is your body. From that fundamental delusion, everything taught to you is layers and layers of delusion. Healing your consciousness from these delusions is liberation. And I tell you, this whole Pachapattini Vratam, I am doing it along with Parashakti, with the grace of Parashakti, not only to heal the world from coronavirus, to heal all of us from the delusions of society. Sacrificing pleasure is very easy. Sacrificing your pain is the real Thyaga. Understand? Sacrificing everything which gives you pleasure is very easy. Sacrificing your guilt, your pain you are feeling you are not competent, you are feeling a failure. Understand? When there was an attack on you, naturally, you will have some points where you missed. In war, no one can be completely perfectly perfect. Arey, Krishna missed many things in the war. Krishna missed Abhimanyu. End of the day, you can justify anything you want, but every loss, whether Abhimanyu or the Panchabandava's sons, all of them were lost because Krishna missed it. He could not protect. Naturally, he is also functioning within certain frame. The power of Arjuna's energy is undeniable, no doubt. But at the same time, he cannot completely make Karna's tapas, Aswathama's tapas, all their weapons, everything into zero. He has to give some balidana. He has to lose some people. He only chose who should be protected completely, who can be no other way left. So understand, even in your life war, you will never be perfect. You can never be perfect. Sacrificing the pains that is created inside you by your feeling that you should have been more intelligent, you missed it. Even that is Thyaga. Understand? Listen carefully. Yes. Listen carefully and intensely. Listen. All wars should be avoided for the larger good of the humanity. But if war is forced on you, you should be very clear, you will never be a perfect strategist, maybe winning strategist. You might have won the war. That does not mean you are a perfect strategist. There will always be one or two places where you will repent later on that you should have done a better decision. Whole life, if you look at the reality, understand, you can always sacrifice the achievements, pleasantness, bliss, joy related to your past. You can always forget that you completed PhD. But you can never forget you got delayed for one of your examination because you spent time with your girlfriend, or you slept and you did not appear for that examination. That pain you will be carrying even now. Sacrificing the past related pains. Understanding even factually, many of your pains are unjustified and incorrect. Understanding, even factually, your pains are not supported, justified by the reality, real happening is completion. I am repeating. Even factually, as per the real happening, what has happened, if you look what has happened from all dimensions, even your pains are not justified. Your pains are not really right. Even your pains do not have justification to exist in you. If you see the past happenings multidimensionally, is completion with the past. I tell you, how much ever you say, no, I know I have some pains which are absolutely justified. No. You may be Guni, you may be Kaikeyi, you may be Surpanaga, you may be Danganaka Duck, Danganaka Dick, I don't care. You are wrong. Listen carefully. Listen again. I am repeating. Looking at your past with the multi-dimensional logic and understanding, and waking up to the truth, your pains, your sufferings are not justified even logically, even factually, even as per the reality of happening. Is completion. Doing Thyaga of the false idea, many wrong things have been done to you. Lot of injustice is done to you, is the real Thyaga. Understand, only if you have done the sacrifice of your pain and justifications for your pain, you will understand even in the past you existed as Paramashiva, and you will gain confidence. Even in the future you can manifest your Paramashivatva. This is the fundamental truth. And there will be gap between what I am saying, what you think as your reality. I know there will be few people saying, no, Swamiji, you don't know my life, Swamiji. You don't know my life. I have pain, I had pain, and it is justified. I can sit with each one of you individually and make you understand every incident, every time you felt you have been wronged, injustice is done to you, you have been given pain, you have been a victim. Every situation, I can take it out and show you multidimensionally and make you understand you have not been wronged. Even the facts, you got it wrong. That is why you feel you have been wronged. Understand? End of the day, whether you believe or not, I am Paramashiva. From that space I am talking to you. And I am here to expose your false identity to you and make you real Paramashiva. Understand? When I claim I am Paramashiva, I am not claiming exclusivity. I am claiming my reality and your possibility. I am not claiming anything exclusive. I am claiming my reality and your possibility. That is why I am saying, I have changed the word. I am also Paramashiva. I am not going to claim anymore, I am Paramashiva. I am going to claim only, I am also Paramashiva. Understand? If I am successful in making you sacrifice the one pattern you have been wronged, there was many injustice done to you. You have been victim. You have been cheated. Life has tortured you. Life could have been little more better. Life could have been more sympathetic. Paramashiva could have been more compassionate to you. All these patterns, if I make you sacrifice, if I make you do Thyaga of all these patterns, my job is done. My job is done. You will start manifesting, Swamiji, I am Paramashiva, Swamiji. You are right, Swamiji. I should not have tortured you so much to make you go through so much to make me understand this simple, straightforward fact. I should have got it the day one you told me. Understand, it is simple, straight reality. Every time when Thyaga is cognized and manifested, you raise you to the next level of existence. Understand? I'll tell you some of the stories, training I had with my own gurus. Usually, the biggest question I face from disciples, devotees, Swamiji, I don't feel like doing Thyaga, what should I do? Understand? Mind will never ever support you taking the decision of Thyaga. Because it's like how will the mind give up its right over you? You see, mind exists with a tremendous confusion and by keeping you powerless. It derives its life by keeping you powerless. How will mind help you to do Thyaga? Thyaga is like a fire. Mind is like a fungus, thrives in the dark, dirty water. It thrives in the dark, dirty water, stagnant in one corner. How will the mind allow the existence of Thyaga in you? No. It will try its best to stop you. Understand one thing. If you ate radish, you will belch radish smell. If you ate all confusion, powerlessness, this kind of thoughts, naturally you will belch powerlessness, fear, insecurity. No, I may try to do Thyaga now, but after 1 year I may collapse. Fool! Are you fool? More and more Thyaga you will only raise to next level in your conscious existence. I'll tell you what is Thyaga. It's like you got into an accident, vehicle crashed, you are almost gone other than one single breath to somehow push your body out and get out of the vehicle. That moment how you will push yourself and get out of the vehicle, that is what is declaration of Thyaga.
collecting your whole energy and pushing you. Come on. I am declaring Thyaga of this old mind and identity. The whole thing. Understand? I tell you, that is the way Thyaga functions. That is the way Thyaga works out. Thyaga will never happen by your mind getting convinced and supporting you. It's not like a vacation you are planning, where everything will be in your favor and you say, oh, ha, jujil. No. Thyaga is breakthrough in your consciousness. I tell you. All the best moments in my life was decisions made in utter Thyaga. Never go back to what you vomited. Never go back to secured, cozy, supporting ambience. Renounce higher and higher. The moment you go higher, renounce that also. When you go next level, renounce that also, but never come down. I have seen how the Thyaga works. When I left the house to build one ashram, before even I completed that one ashram, see, I left the house to build one ashram in Tiruchengodu. Before even I completed that one ashram, I left Tiruchengodu to build a huge sangha to Bangalore. Before even I completed the building of the big sangha organization, I renounced that too to build this Kailasa nation. But nothing has left me. I have not renounced anything. End of the day, see that still the first ashram is getting constructed, getting completed. Second one is evolving in a full-fledged way. The third one is already happened. In Thyaga, you change the whole space inside. I tell you. I am giving you small examples. In Thyaga, you don't lose anything. You only lose one thing, the powerless mental setup. 20 years, extreme sincerity. I worked and made this, the Indian Sangha happen. It was extreme sincerity and hard work. If you see all the oneness capsules, the old videos, photographs, you will see how from scratch, every ashram, every Sarvanya Peetam, I built, and every person I chiseled and built, trained. One person at a time, one property at a time, one building at a time, one deity at a time. That is the way I worked and made this whole Indian Sangha. The Nityananda Sangha in India, Kailasa in India. But I realize the situation demands me doing Thyaga. even for a second, I was not attached. The moment consciously I understood, cognized, I think now, if I have to fulfill the ultimate goal Paramashiva has given me, I need to renounce, do Thyaga of this Kailasa in India. Only then I will fulfill the purpose of Paramashiva, the Paramashiva's guidance, the goal he has given me, the Kailasa, Sri Kailasa. That's all. I decided, yes, Mahadeva. The elite way of doing Thyaga is, yes, Mahadeva. As per your will. And I tell you, that strength, see, my ability to do Thyaga gives confidence on me about me. The biggest strength of your life is what you feel as your strength for you. I myself feel, I am a Thyagi. I can give up anything. People who live around me, if they need to make only one statement about my life, that will be Thyaga. I can renounce anything. I can do Thyaga of anything. That's my strength. I sincerely recommend every one of you develop that confidence about you, in you. Understand? You having the confidence, I can do Thyaga of anything. It's like having private oxygen cylinder, emergency kit inside you for your survival. The strength I am carrying within me is that I can renounce anything. I'm telling you, it doesn't mean you need to throw away everything. It doesn't mean you need to renounce everything. You need to know when needed, I can renounce. That confidence, if you build in you, that is what I call tapas.
Please understand few things. Just like country functions with certain laws, cosmos functions with certain laws. Not knowing the law of the country cannot be an excuse for you not following the laws. Whether you know it or not, the laws of the country binds you. You are expected to know the laws and abide by the laws. Same way, not knowing the laws of the cosmos cannot be the excuse to escape from those laws. Every human being happened in the planet Earth is expected to know the laws of the cosmos and align the life in tune with the law of the cosmos. Please understand. If you know the law of the country and align yourself with that law and express your creativity, not only you will create wealth, the country's infrastructure will support you to live blissfully. If you are not aligning yourself with the law, naturally unexpected calamities. Same way, with the cosmic law, know the law, align yourself, the whole cosmos will support you. You are the ambition of cosmos. Your fulfillment is a joint venture between you and cosmos. Please understand. Your fulfillment is not just your responsibility. The whole universe, you may call it God, Shiva, Krishna, Rama, now Venkateshwara, whatever name you may use, but the whole cosmos is waiting to fulfill itself through you. So your ambition is the ambition of the cosmos. The biggest problem is when you do not know the laws of the cosmos, when you are not interested in aligning with the cosmos, the universe tries to align you. That is what you call as punishment. It is not. It is the signals sent to you by the universe to align yourself, to get back to the center, to get back to the source, to get back to the functioning. Please understand. The law of the cosmos is what we call karma. Law of the cosmos is what we call law of karma. The word karma should be understood from all its multi-dimension, as a noun, as a verb, as a mystical system, as a functioning method. In every dimension, in every aspect, when the idea karma is understood, automatically, naturally, you experience life much more alive, much more positive, much more experiential, much more centered. Karma is not just the simple theory which you learn from in the household. Oh, if you do good, good will happen. If you do bad, bad will happen. It is only an introduction to the karma theory.
Om. 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 Listen to this. Listen very carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I am going on counting like this, 10 crore, 20 crore, 30 crore, 100 crore, trillion, zillion. At one point, your mind stops cognizing and withdraws. Because your mind withdraws, don't think that space of zillions does not exist. Listen. 1 universe, 2 universe, 3 universe, million universe, billion universe, trillion universe, zillion universe. When I go to the numbers like a zillions, because your mind cannot cognize and withdraws, you think that does not exist. That is what is fundamental logic of the atheists. How many of you click with the idea? Actually, what your mind can't cognize, you always think that does not exist. And from that cognition only you operate. How many of you understand this? Knowing things you don't cognize also exists, and operating from that knowledge is spirituality. Whenever your mind can't cognize and you withdraw, immediately coming to the conclusion that which your mind did not cognize or can't cognize does not exist, is atheism, stupidity, corporate shit. Your mind, all the bad words I use, is on that. I know many more strong words I don't want to use, but all of you understand. If you just, wow, this one click is enough. Numbers I cannot imagine or visualize, cognize. Because I cannot cognize and withdraw does not mean it does not exist. It exists. If you start applying this one principle and start operating, even things your mind cannot cognize exist. If you just go with this logic, your logic will become cosmologic. Listen to this one truth. Your mind can cognize billion universe, trillion universe, even the word zillion universe. And what about that next word, beyond zillion? Oh, it's okay, let me have coffee. Where your mind stops and withdraws, you think beyond that, those things does not exist, and you start operating with only what you can cognize. That is what I call shit, logic. But knowing the things which your mind does not cognize also exist, and operating from that understanding, even the things which I do not cognize exist, gives you tremendous power, strength, energy, excitement. And it's like you are blown away with power. I tell you guys, just before starting this session, there was a big ferocious session going on in Kailash about some work need to be done. I was telling them, I wanted to tell the same truth to all of you. To my Kailasavasis, to my Adinavasis, I was telling, hey, listen, when Paramashiva manifests in this body as a power, energy, that energy brings money. So, when he manifests energy, he manifests tremendous compassion. That compassion also should be shown to people with this money in the form of service. Only then we are true to Paramashiva. How many of you are understanding what I am saying? I was trying to do some social service. Some of my Kailasavasis, Adinavasis in Bididi and Thiruvannamalai, they were not cooperating. They were trying to throw tantrums and not doing the work which I wanted. Of course, almost all Kailasa does not do the work, the level in which I wanted and the speed with which I wanted. To them I was telling, hey, listen, when Paramashiva manifests in me, he manifests powers. That powers only brings money to Kailasa. And he manifests compassion also, along with powers. Always with the Shakti, tremendous Karuna comes. That Karuna should be made into service activity. Only then we are true to Paramashiva. It's too simple truth I was revealing to them. But this truth as a foundation of functioning on things which you can't cognize logically also exist. That knowledge is cosmology. You function logically, I function cosmologically. You think what your logic can't grasp does not exist, and with that is the attitude you function. That is why science feels very cozy, comfortable, resonating with you. Cosmic science feels like a distance. Knowing even things which your mind cannot cognize exists. From that understanding that things which is beyond your mind exists and functioning is cosmological. And third, from cosmological, when you start functioning, something extraordinary manifests in you, which is possible for every one of you. Listen. I'll tell you, living around me is nothing but I will actually put a drill bit on your head. Huge drill bit. And drill this whole truth inside you. And you have to live this truth. You will neither have a mental breakdown nor have a physical breakdown. You will just have a conscious opening. But people don't want that. They want to live in that cozy comfort zone shell. Listen. Because you cannot go beyond zillion, don't think zillions universe does not exist. Because you cannot cognize zillions, don't think zillions does not exist. Same way, logically, if you stretch me, see, listen carefully. Million. If it is logically stretched, billion. If it is logically stretched, trillion. If it is logically stretched, zillion. And beyond that, because you are not able to logically stretch, don't think that beyond that does not exist. Knowing the parts which you cannot logically stretch also exist, and functioning from that knowledge is cosmological. Forgetting the things beyond logic also exist, and functioning is locological. Local. Tara ticket. Just understand the difference between local, logical, and cosmological. Let me create new word, locological. 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 Cosmological. When you know things beyond your ability to stretch your logic also exist and function from that understanding, you become cosmological. I'll repeat once more, listen. Million is, if it is logically expanded, billion. Then billion, logically expanded. For example, you see, million. If you add 1,000 million, then it becomes billion. Logically expanded. Billion. And billion, when logically expanded, trillion. Trillion, when logically expanded, zillion. At one point, your brain gets tired of logically expanding, stops expanding and withdraws. When you withdraw, after that, you think the point you stopped going further. That zone which you did not logically think or cognize does not exist. You start working from the foundation of whatever is beyond your logic does not exist. That is why so much a blind spot about your life decisions. If you understand the parts your logic did not cognize exist and operate, that is cosmological. Listen. Even in my relationships with people, it will be absolutely cosmological. That is why with ordinary logic you can never understand why Swamiji relates with different people in different way. You can never understand. Because I operate with cosmology, means I know multiple lives of them. I know their multiple lives. You will never understand the cosmic right wrong if you are stuck in the social right wrong. Social right wrong is defined by the people who want to exploit you. Cosmic right wrong is defined by the beings who want to raise you to enlightenment. All your struggles, in the nirantaratva for complete completion is useless, irrelevant. That is why many times when I give the Guru walk to people, it will not look logical. Because it is cosmological. It's from the logic of the cosmos. It may not fit with your logic. Multiple evidences we have, multiple times. I'll reject somebody's $1 million donation because he was not integrated for $10. I'll say, he was not integrated in the $10 issue. I don't want any donation from him. Tell him to get lost. I'll not accept $1 million property, multi-million-dollar properties donations, because that fellow was not integrated for few cents. Because if he is not integrated in the few cents, he is dumping his property as a dropping responsibility, not as a donation. So if he is dumping by dropping his responsibility, he is going to repent for donating later on. I don't want that. Many of my decisions you will never catch in your logic. Many of my Guru work you will never catch in your logic. You will think, oh, it is such an unbusiness, unprofessional like decision. And the other day somebody was criticizing, Swamiji, what is this you are telling? Even if you are not able to be in Kailasa, it's okay, you give birth to a baby and bring up that baby, and after the age of 7, send that baby to Gurukul. People think that I am calling people to Kailasa to be productive. No, I am calling people to Kailasa for getting enlightened and manifesting enlightenment. Many of the devotees, they are messaging, Swamiji, you should call people who are already grown up, productive, inspire them to become Kailasavasis. Instead, you are telling, you give birth to a baby, at the age of 7, you send that baby, and even if that baby comes, then after that 20 years, we have to groom that baby, grow that baby, train that baby, and by that time, it will be 25. We don't even know whether that baby will be, want to be, when that person, when he grows up, he wants to be part of the Sangha, Kailasa, or he will leave. I said, listen. My focus is on enlightening more people. It is easy, very easy for a kid to grow up in this ecosystem and get enlightened. How many kids manifest powers and enlightenment is my productivity. That is the cosmological productivity. You can never understand the cosmological productivity by your logic. For you, the productivity means the money and number of people or the impact, influence we generate. No. For me, the productivity is how many kids, how many people manifest powers and enlightenment is conscious truths. So my logic is cosmologic. A normal person will never understand. I don't have any utility. Nobody can add anything to me. If you are interested in enlightenment, power manifestation, I'll go to any extent to make you feel as part of me. That's all. I'll do anything to make you feel as part of me. That's all. So, the way my logic functions is cosmologic. I plan from the cosmic, the nityatva, not with the nirantaratva. Even if it takes 25 years, when you give birth to a child and that child gets enlightened, that's the most productive for you. Understand, I am repeating. One of your DNA extension, anyone who gives one child to Kailasa, when that child starts manifesting powers and raises the consciousness, you will reach Kailasa when you leave the body. You will straight reach because the DNA gets empowered. That is why all Shastras in all Sampradaya says, if one person gets enlightened, 7 generations of the past immediately given the space of Kailasa. Suddenly, some 7 generation elders will be picked up from the Pitruloka and said, you have been given a golden visa and residency card to Kailasa, please go. They will ask, why? Why? Now, one of your great grandson is initiated by Swamiji and the baby is manifesting power and he has become enlightened. So because of that, the whole DNA, 7 generation, given golden visa and residency, green card to Kailasa, please go. Your ticket available here in next 3 minutes. These are existential reality, understand? I am not telling you story. Do you know the amount of struggle it takes to bring up, train the kids, evolve them, and make them manifest powers? And make them manifest enlightenment? But I tell you, that is the real productivity. the whole productivity of the Arunachala ecosystem is manifesting one Nityananda. Not the number of people come and the crores of wealth comes in the hundi in the temple, or the millions of people go around the hill. All that is not counted as productivity. In Arunachala's list, when Arunachala Paramashiva sits and goes through his balance sheet, he will not be calculating, 100 crore came in the temple hundi. This year is productive. 10 million people are going around the hill doing Giri Pradakshanam. This year is productive. No, he is not going to look at that and feel that this year is productive. Wow. Nityananda has become enlightened. Now he will manifest this ecosystem in multiple places and reproduce it. This year is productive. That is the way he considers, he calculates, he checks his balance sheet.
And
that is the way
Swamiji is manifesting for all of us like this, manifesting through each one of us, for each one of us, and giving us all that ultimate experience to raise us all to that highest frequency, like Swamiji revealed today. Just through one darshan, just one darshan is powerful enough, you can get enlightened. Just listening to that one statement that Swamiji is telling itself, you can get enlightened. All you need to do is to be able to be in that highest frequency that Swamiji is in, which is why all the sessions and various techniques, everything is so important. Like Swamiji revealed to all of us today, during the live darshan we had, just bring your awareness, focus to the source of the first person of you. Who am I? What am I? What am I really doing in my life? Why am I the way I am? What is the real purpose of my existence? Sit and go on questioning. Sit and focus the source of the first person in you. I hope all of you enjoyed today's sessions. How was it for all of you today? And because all the participants to share, I still see so many of you so fresh, excited. Norma, actually it's so nice to see you so excited and smiling. And I see many participants here with wide smiles. Great. Today, with this power of initiation that Swamiji has given to all of us, where you have the power to enrich and cause others reality. Take this as a challenge. And today, before you go to sleep, at least contact 11 people, the teamly list that you made today. Contact the 11 people and invite them to join for tomorrow's session. Tomorrow, we are going to be having one more very unique session. Today we all were showered with the grace and blessings of Bhagavan Bhikshatanamurti. Actually, in the same form. Today we listen to the story of how Bhagavan Bhikshatanamurti, form of Paramashiva, came, right? And tomorrow we are going to be having the darshan of Bhagavan Dakshinamurti, this same form of Bhagavan Bhikshatanamurti. He goes and sits and gives enlightenment to the rishis of Darukavana, the Darukavana rishis. And that form is what is Bhagavan Dakshinamurti. We are going to be having his darshan tomorrow. And the darshan of Bhagavan Shukracharya and Brihaspati. Devaguru Brihaspati, Asaraguru Shukracharya, and Adi Guru, Bhagavan Dakshinamurti himself. So tomorrow is going to be a day of spiritual jackpot. Any boon you want, you can ask. Tomorrow is one of the popular days of the Paramashivoham program. And tomorrow actually we'll see a lot of people, no matter what they have, they'll rush and somehow come and be a part of this day, because you can ask any boon. Even if you feel it's morally not right to ask that, socially not right to ask that, you can still ask those wounds. That is the blessing that you're going to be showered with tomorrow. Very, very, very powerful day tomorrow. Any number of wounds you want, you can ask them. And we'll actually be having a unique process where using silence, not the dead silence that we know, but vibrant, alive silence is going to be used. The anti-sound is going to be used to give you powerful, super conscious breakthrough inside you. It's a very, very, very powerful day tomorrow. For tomorrow, this is going to be applicable to everyone, anyone of any age group, any category. You can invite everyone to join tomorrow. I can't even say if a person is having so and so things, then invite them. No, invite everyone you can think of. It is going to be a really powerful day. And tomorrow, even you also do not miss out even a single session. We're going to be having many activities. We're going to be learning a lot of things tomorrow. So make sure you are logged in tomorrow. The yoga starts at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it is important that you do that yoga and prepare your body, prepare your mind, prepare your being, and receive the powerful darshan and initiations, these powerful cognitions. Thank you all for joining us today. And with this, we have come to the conclusion of today's sessions. And let's meet tomorrow at 7 a.m. Let's now offer our deep gratitude at the divine lotus feet of Swamiji. And let's now conclude with the Purnami. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tatsat Sarvam Bhagavashi Nityananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu Om Nityanandam. Thank you all, Nityanandam.